What is up, YouTube? This is Spade here, back again with the black and white battle. I know it's been a while, but I've been busy with university, exams, all that stuff. But anyways, now I'm back. It's time to have a battle. This is a battle I had yesterday with the DW-ability There always has to be a random number at the end. But anyways, in this battle I decided to try out my new team, and I'm also using a couple of Dream World abilities, just to let you guys know. So anyways, I decided to lead off with my Zapdos, because I saw that he had a Gochundo lead, but he also decided to change his lead, and he leads off with Azov. Goes with the safe U-turn, and he's gonna switch into his Whirlwind, and I just went with the safe discharge in case he stays in, and goes with the Psychic, which might be a 2-hit KO. Because I'm not running a special defensive Zapdos, and I go with the Toxic here because I think I can live at least 2 or maybe even 3 Stone Edges from that Whirlwind, but he decides to switch into his Urugamoth and goes with the usual Butterfly Dance, just like I predicted. That's all these things do, they always Butterfly Dance, so I get a chance to go with the Freefall, a new move. Quite interesting with Toxic, because you get your opponent is unable to move on the following turn, because I lift him up in the air and he doesn't get his turn, but he does get the flame body hacks, which is quite unfortunate, but I can live with that. And if I would have Protect here, I could Toxic Stall for like 4 turns with Freefall, and that would be amazing. But anyways, I decided to switch into my Burungeru to take the fire type move. In this case it's Fire Dance, I believe, and that does absolutely nothing. So the Urugamoth goes down, and it didn't do much besides getting a burn on my Zapdos, and he goes into his Gurigamon, the whatever the gargoyle thing this is, and I go with the Acid Armor, but he does have Toxic. I wasn't quite sure what this thing does. Only thing I know that it has like decent bulk and quite good attack, and its speed sucks ass. That's what I know about this dragon. And this thing will most likely be in UU or NU because it sucks. But I was expecting some sort of physical move, and bunch of stuff happened. He went for Sucker Punch, and now I switch into my Zapdos. I did Toxic it with my Burungeru. I Toxic it back because that was the best way to deal with it with my Burungeru. And now he went with the Outrage my Zapdos with max HP, max defense. It can certainly take a couple of those, and I'm just gonna Roostall this thing, and even despite I'm burned, his outrages are not doing too much. I can easily Roostall him, and now he gets confused. So I believe he's gonna switch up now, cause there's really nothing he can do to me. And bunch of after turn effects going on, and now finally he decides to switch out, goes into his Whirlwind, and I just go with the safe roost. And now I know this time he must go with the Stone Edge. Last time he over predicted and went for the double switch, so I know this time he will go with the Stone Edge. So I switch into my Nattorei here, and he does go for it, and I'm figuring I don't see any life or recoil or any item, so this thing must be choice scarfed, I would say. And I get a chance to set up my rocks, and yeah, he's definitely scarfed since he switched out. I guess he could have gone with something like Brick Break or something. And I protect here just to scout if he has the Fire Blast, but he makes a good play, goes with his own stealth rocks. And now I decide to switch in case he does have the Fire Blast. But he goes for the Psychic. I do get the Cursed Body with my Burungeru, and I'm guessing he doesn't have the Fire Blast now. But since I get the Cursed Body, I cock block his Psychic. He won't be able to KO me with the U-turn, which is great, so I get a chance to recover here on the switch to his Gurimugan again. And yeah, I go with the recover, and after the leftovers and Toxic, I'm off to a pretty good chunk of health. So I'm gonna switch out here again. I believe, after these after turn effects. Yes, and I go into my Nattorei again, cause I know I can wall this thing, and he does go for the outrage again, like I predicted, and that was actually a crit, but it still did nothing. And with the toxic and my steel taunts, this thing is gonna go down pretty darn quickly. And yeah, he goes with the outrage since he's locked in, and I just decide to set up my lead seed on the following turn, and again he gets the 2-turn outrage, which is, yeah, whatever. So I get my lead seed. I guess I could have gone with the gyro ball, but since this thing is slow as a wheelchair, I just decided that lead seed would be the better option, because I get a little bit of extra health back, which is always great. And now he hits himself in confusion because he's a stupid looking dragon gargoyle thingy. And I just went for the lead seed just for the loss, in case he wants to save it for a death fodder or something. So now he goes into his wheezing, and again I'm sculpting for the flame shower fire blast. He goes for the will-o-wisp. He still might have it, but I just decided to stay in and hopefully get the lead seed off. But he does carry the flamethrower. But thanks to my special defense EVs, I am able to live the 4 times super effective flamethrower from Weezing's respectable 85 special attack, which is just amazing. That is something Fortress would not have taken. So I get my lead seed off, and now I decide to switch into my Burungeru again, because I figure I can get back to green health again with recover. And again I get the cursed body hacks, which is, yeah, in this case it didn't really matter. And he's lead seeded, so I get a chunk of HP back, which is always great on a wall. And that kinda makes up for the toxic, so I am able to do some sort of stalling here, even despite the toxic here. And he goes for a sludge bomb. I resist that, and it does absolutely nothing. So now the safe play here on the following turn is to go with the boiling water, which is my only real attack, because I figure he doesn't like the lead seed, and in case he stays in, the safe play is to go with the boiling water, and he does switch out because he doesn't like the lead seed. And lead seed is such a great move. It's always causes lots of switches. And boiling water, it looks to be a solid 2-hit KO on the Azov, depending on min-max damage. So I decide to go with it again. He goes for Psychic, doesn't do too much. And boiling water doesn't KO because I get min damage, but I do get the burn. So that's great. I get a chance to KO the Azov on this turn. And yeah, Azov goes down, and he goes into his Wirbelwind again, and Mr. Pringle's Burungeru has done his job by performing great walling despite being toxic, so I can let it go down. And he goes with the safe crunch, and he gets his overconfidence boost, but no problem, Ditto is here. So I transform into him with my ability Essentric, and I also get his attack boost, which is great. So now I know he's gonna go back into his wheezing, predicting my EQ, and I go with the crunch instead. And thanks to his thanks to the boost, the overconfidence boost that I gave him, that I stole back, crunch is a solid 2-hit KO on the wheezing, so I get a chance to KO it, which is great. And I get another overconfidence boost, and he goes into his Wirbelwind. I decide to switch here because Ditto is a safe counter to his last 2 guys, so I switch into my Paragon 2, who has the pre-evolution stone, and he goes with the safe EQ. I was thinking I saw that he had a brick break because I copied his attacks, and he did go for the safe EQ, so that's whatever. I take it really nicely, and I go with the safe ice beam as he switches into his Gojundo, and I figure this is a perfect chance to death fodder my Nattorei. And instead of high jump kick, he decides to go with the fake out, which means I'm gonna get some really nice steel taunts and life orb damage on the Gojundo. And now he's gonna finish me off with the high jump kick, and steel taunts kick in again. and also the Life Orb. But he barely lives, which is actually good for me, because now I can go into my Ditto and transform into Kojondo, which is faster than Whirlwind, so I don't have to risk the possible speed side with it. And he decided to switch into his Whirlwind, which is, yeah, he's in the, I'm in a checkmate position. I will either way, whatever he does, I will KO one of his pokes, and I go with the high jump kick, KO the Whirlwind, and now I will outspeed his Kojondo since I'm Scarfed and he is a standard fake out set, and he didn't even bother to go with the fake out because it wouldn't have mattered anyways. So yeah, that is game. So yeah, good game, Mr. Pain, and I gotta say I really like this defensive core by Burungeru and Nattorei, because Nattorei is weak to fighting and fire, and Burungeru is immune to fighting, and it takes half damage from fire type moves since it's part water type. And then Burungeru it's weak to dark, electric, ghost, and grass, and those are the types that Nattorei resist. So together they really cover each other's weaknesses really well. And then I gotta have a word about Zapdos, cause with Freefall, like you saw, it's a really interesting toxic staller. Because like you saw on the first turn, I went for the toxic, and then when the Urgamoth tried to set up on me, I went for the Freefall, and then on the following turn, my opponent was unable to move, and the toxic was racking up, and I was just gaining leftovers recovery. And then on the following turn I got some really nice super effective damage, and also the toxic is racking up, and if I would have had Protect on my Zapdos, I could have successfully stalled out for 4 turns. That is just ridiculous. First you go for toxic, then you go for Freefall, and then you Protect, and you have racked up toxic for 4 turns, and that is just amazing. And there are not even 20 Pokemon who can learn Freefall, but I think Zapdos is a really good candidate for that move, and also maybe Skarmory as well. But for the question of the day, leave your thoughts about this toxic stalling Zapdos with Freefall and maybe Protect. And also, if you know what Dreamworld abilities are now available, please leave a comment. I did use a Ditto in this battle, and I'm not sure if it's officially available yet. I've heard at least pokes like Regeneration Tangrowth and Cloud9 Licky Licky, at least those guys are available. But if you have I have been trying to follow Smogon, but yeah, it's all messy because there are new topics everywhere, so I haven't been able to find a place where I could find a list of those Pokemon that have Dreamworld abilities available. So if you know a site like that, please leave a link to the comment section below, or PM me or whatever. But yeah, thanks for watching, and if you like this video, please leave a thumbs up. It helps the video get noticed for real. And yeah, that's all for today. This is Spade signing out. Peace.